Good afternoon, and you're very welcome here to Croke Park. And beautiful day here in the capital. The sun was shining brightly up to just a few moments ago. A few clouds coming in over the Irish Sea, but certainly a large enough crowd. Quite a large following from Wexford in particular. There were only 2,200 tickets sold in Kilkenny during the week. Very optimistic, very confident down on Noorside. The All-Ireland champions start their campaign with 12 of last year's winning team. The 2003 Hurler of the Year, JJ Delaney, switches from wing to cornerback, thus allowing Brian Hogan to make his debut in the number 7 jersey. Joining James Ryle in the dugout will be Paddy Mullally, whose centrefield place is given to Pat Tennyson. And finally, because of a neck injury in recent weeks, last year's winning captain DJ Carey fails to make the starting 15, and his position at corner forward this afternoon goes to Tullaroan's Jimmy Coogan. There are 3 championship debutants on the Wexford side, but for left half-back John O'Connor, it's an extra special day, making his first championship appearance and captain as well. Owen Quigley is given the responsibility of leading the attack on the 40, while former sub-goalkeeper Paul Carley is the 3rd debutant who wears the left half-forward jersey for the first time. However, key positions remain filled by men with character and experience, especially down the middle, where Damien Fitzhenry, Dara Ryan, Declan Ruth and Fenlon wear 1, 3, 6 and 8 respectively. John Conran, the Wexford manager, he's had an amazing journey this season, some good days and some bad days, as we now pause for our Raw Navian in Croke Park. Kilkenny Cats are seeking their 14th consecutive win in the Leinster Championship. They have not lost since the 1997 Leinster final defeat to Wexford. Since then they've won 13 Leinster Championship matches, beating Offaly 5 times, Wexford and Dublin 3 times each, and Laois twice. Match referee is Barry Kelly from the St Oliver Plunkett's Club in Mullingar in County Westmeath. Refereed the All-Ireland Club final here in Croke Park between Newtown, Shandrum and Dunloy on St Patrick's Day. Leinster hurling semi-final is on here. Wexford playing from right to left. And the first free of the afternoon going to the champions. Henry Shefflin, Mr. Consistency nearly always. Can he maintain that form? Yes, he can. After 31 seconds of play, first score is for Kilkenny. Good work here by Paul Carley. Rory McCarthy, interestingly, has switched to left half back, and that was just centimetres away. Well, Pete Trinity, as Michael said in his introduction, joins me here in the commentary position. Pete, what's your read? Wexford, any hope at all?
Oh, you have to give every team in a championship hope, but they'll really have to play to the best of their ability to knock this Kilkenny team who are hitting for 3 in a row.
Rory McCarthy battling hard. Tomas Mahan. Nice interception by Pat Tennyson. Hits this with power and matched by accuracy. Carrick Shock clubman joined the panel 3 years ago and showing very good form both at club and indeed, as you can see, at county level at the moment. Pat Tennyson. Barry Lambert, and remember he came into this match with a shoulder problem. And the referee giving the free to Wexford. Here's Lambert going down. Coming in was Tennyson. That was a frontal charge. And a correct decision by the referee. Well, the whole attitude down in Wexford during the week was they had to contain Kilkenny in the opening 10-15 minutes. Give a lot of these young, inexperienced players a chance to settle. All caught the normal free taker in the substitutes this afternoon as Barry Lambert sends that over the bar. Made his debut against Tipperary 3 years ago. And certainly down Kilkenny way they'll remember him because last year he scored a goal and a point. Wexford's half-back line being tested at the early stages. Nipping in here is Mitch Jordan. From a long way out. This is going straight over the bar. Well, you can say after 3.5 minutes almost that Wexford have settled. This will give them a lot of confidence. Mitch Jordan coming in here from the reverse angle position, scoring a nice point down towards the Hill 16 end. Well, contrary to a lot of media attention and public attention over the last couple of weeks, Wexford players told me during the week that they were very confident that they could produce the goods. Things were going well. This cross by Michael Jacob comes across, and Wexford are in front. It's really what the doctor ordered. Good work here by Michael Jacob, sending it right across, and the Kilkenny defence really exposed and a superb point. Mitch Jordan. Dara Ryan contesting. There was pushing by the Kilkenny forward, so it's going to be a free for Wexford. Declan Ruth enjoying his 8th championship campaign for his county. Keeping it in is Barry Lambert, who, like Rory McCarthy, has switched wings. Jordan to Jacob, who loses out. Noel Hickey, master of all he surveyed in last year's championship. Can he reproduce that sort of form? Dara Ryan with Martin Comerford. Key battle in Croke Park. This is Eddie Brennan dropping this in. Is there a connection by any Kilkenny player? There isn't. This is Doc O'Connor. Good work by Brian Hogan at the far side. Batted it down, comes in towards Tennyson. Sending it straight up for his Martin Comerford. Knocked away. The Wexford supporters here in Croke Park certainly lending tremendous support in the early stages. Second free of the afternoon so far for Kilkenny. Sean Dowling aiming for Comerford. It's loose. Brennan, good block, good defending. Brennan again, gets it the second time round. Eddie Brennan the scorer. This is the ball dropping in. It was aimed for Comerford. Big, tall, 6'4" forward. Good defending here by Doc O'Connor, but Eddie Brennan got the rebound. Level for the second time after 6 minutes. Manager Brian Cody in his 6th championship campaign. Damien Fitzhenry in his 11th. Hard to believe he made his debut in 1993. Mitch Jordan chasing after this one. Referee, however, had blown his whistle for some jersey pulling. You can see he's explaining it there to the Kilkenny defender, and it's a free for Wexford.
Yes, at the moment, Marty, Wexford are winning everything on the half-forward line, and what they're doing is spraying it into the corners, and as a result, they're spreading the Kilkenny half-back or full-back line and using their pace rather than the physique that they don't have, and it's working. They're getting frees.
Chance here for Barry Lambert. Second free, second success. So far, so good from the Wexford perspective. James McGarry's puck out. Aimed over towards Big John Hoyne. Goes off a Kilkenny hurl. Line ball for Wexford. John Conrad, former All-Star hurler for Wexford, now in his second season, hoping that the blooding of these young players will finally pay off for Slaney-siders. Going to take this is Adrian Fenlon. Like Damien Fitzhenry, made his championship debut 11 years ago. That's a great sideline cut. Michael Jacob chasing after this. Noel Hickey right beside him. Cross is aimed at Tomas Mahan. And Wexford have the situation under control. Michael Kavanagh, John Hoyne and Rory McCarthy, and the referee Barry Kelly feels that John Hoyne was fouling, and that's going to be a free for Wexford, their fourth of the day. Barry Lambert, whose dad Robert played for Wexford in the past, will be certainly hoping that his league form continues. Scored a goal and a point against Kilkenny that day as well. This one is hit with confidence, but unfortunately inaccurately. Second wide for Wexford. Fine lengthy puck out by James McGarry. Henry Shefflin underneath it. Stepped too many times, fouled the possession. Wexford free. Going to be taken again by Declan Ruth. Let's keep an eye out in terms of Pete Finnerty's observations. Will this be spread out towards the corner or dropped in around the house? Dropping it right in. Underneath it, fabulous catch, Michael Jacob, and he sends it over the bar. It's not every day of the week do you see Noel Hickey being outfielded and outplayed, but that's a wonderful catch by Michael Jacob. Let's just watch this again. Declan Ruth dropping it in, Michael underneath it, beating Hickey, turning and scoring. Adrian Fenlon getting a little touch to it. Added to by Paul Carley. Line ball at the far side. Favours Wexford. Well, 2 points to their advantage, Pete. Wexford must be reasonably pleased.
Yeah, they'd have to be happy with the start they've had, and they're doing exactly what you have to do when you're playing champions and favourites like Kilkenny. You have to take the game to them, and Wexford are attacking the ball at the moment, and they're getting the frees, they're getting the breaks, and all their forwards are playing well.
Fine cut by Adrian Fenlon. Easy ball for JJ Delaney, who judged it perfectly. Ruth gets a touch to it. Two Kilkenny players. Tommy Walsh, the man with the slipper, dropping this in towards Martin Comerford. Darragh Ryan get a valuable touch. He's there to sweep up the play as well. Good play by the fullback. Good skill, great confidence. And just showing you why Wexford footballers are in the Leinster Championship semi-final. Multi-talented, great block down by Jacob, who's giving Noel Hickey plenty to think about. Crossfield ball is not half bad either. Chance here and space for Wexford. Barry Lambert coming inside Sean Dowling. The ball not going off his hurley rather awkwardly, and the opportunity lost. Fourth wide of the game for Wexford. This was wonderful skill by Michael Jacob. Look at this. Great block down. Again, James McGarry is trying to sort out John Hoyne. The Wexford are testing out the Kilkenny defence. This ball, however, has gone well wide. Let's just talk about that, Pete, actually. The selection of JJ Delaney going back into the corner, there was a perceived weakness in the Kilkenny line-out, particularly in the full-back line, particularly in the cornerback.
In the cornerback last year, they did have a weakness, but with JJ back there, and JJ started his career playing there, and I've no doubt that he'll settle in, but it might take a few games to get under his belt.
Foul on Tommy Walsh. Free to Kilkenny. Henry Shefflin standing over this, just outside the Wexford 65. The umpire goes for the flag, straight over the bar. One point between the teams, just over 13 minutes played. Shefflin read the quick puck out by Damien Fitzhenry well. Fortunately, Paul Carley slipped at an inopportune moment, and Shefflin tries to set up Tommy Walsh. Nice skill. Making an angle for himself and lashing it over the bar. Last year's All-Star, one of several that Kilkenny produced. Cutting in well, making the space and taking the chance. Level for the third time, this one after 14 minutes. Pat Tennyson being chased by centre half forward Owen Quigley. Darren Ryan, wonderful catch though by Martin Comerford. Twists and turns and makes space for himself. Gives it to centre forward Henry Shefflin. Damien Fitzhenry has the time to gather. Brings in his right corner back, Malachy Travers from Neve in Goring into the play. Superb play by Owen Quigley, getting just the hook in. You have to say that Wexford are chasing and harassing and pursuing.
They are, but there's one thing, Marty, they're giving away a lot of easy frees around 70 yards out, and if you give those to Henry Shefflin, he'll stay putting them over the bar all day long. For every score that Wexford have got, they've had to work an awful lot harder than Kilkenny, and in the last 2 or 3 minutes, Kilkenny seem to be getting their act together as a team. Tommy Walsh scored a good point, Shefflin again out of the wing on this side. But in fairness to Wexford, they are making a game of it and taking it to Kilkenny, but they want to put out some of those simple fouls.
Henry Shefflin going for his third point. But this one sails to the right and wide. After 15 minutes of play, we have Kilkenny's first wide of this Leinster semi-final. Quick puck out again by Damien Fitzhenry. Second time finds his target, Adrian Fenlon. Well pulled on by Owen Quigley. Over towards Mitch Jordan. Barry Lambert to Mitch Jordan. This one, will it curl? No, it won't. 6 wides for Wexford. Again, that ball is aimed at Henry Shefflin. Doc O'Connor, David O'Connor, just getting a touch to it. Coming across from right half back here is Sean Dowling. The county champions club O'Loughlin Gales, but Wexford have it once more, and in space unmarked is Barry Lambert. He had the time to gain a few centimetres, but he took his point. Third point of the day for Barry Lambert. 2 from frees, 1 from play. Wexford go back in front. .32-year-old James McGarry taking the puck out. Rory McCarthy's jersey being pulled there, not noticed by the referee. Good skill by Tomas Mahan under severe pressure. Rory McCarthy used a short grip. Nice play by Paul Carley. Ball is loose. Comes, however, to Kilkenny man. Nice skill indeed. Has the time to look around. There's Jared Lane. I must say that Rory Jacob and indeed a lot of these Wexford forwards are showing tremendous sharpness. They get away. A good skill by Jacob. Can he finish? Yes, he can. It completes the scoring in the full forward line. Mitch Jordan, Michael Jacob and his brother Rory have now all scored. And for the first time, Wexford lead by 2 points. Young Rory Jacob, just 20 years of age, from Owlet the Bala, skipping away from the Kilkenny cover. Adrian Fenlon. It comes to Tommy Walsh. Right along the sideline. This time it just goes to the left and wide. Second wide of the day for Kilkenny. There was a general feeling, Pete, below in Wexford that if they were to stomp Kilkenny, this was the time to do it at the early stages as such. Their first championship match, Leinster Championship semi-final, they hadn't really found their rhythm.
Yeah, it's their first game since last year's All-Ireland final. If you're going to catch a team like this, you can't let them get into their stride. And Wexford are doing extremely well. They've had a lot of trouble through the year, but they've repaired all that damage now, and they're positive, they're getting to the ball, and they're taking the fight to them.
Debutant Brian Hogan. David O'Connor. Switch to right corner back as he follows Eddie Brennan over to that side. Adrian Fenlon thought about picking it up. Plays a bit of ground hurling. Nice ball in front of Rory Jacob. And a sweet ball inside. There's a chance here. Tomas Mahan. First touch didn't quite work out, but he's done very well. The pass inside. Michael Jacob, it's there, but Kilkenny survive. Wonderful play by Wexford, and they continue to harass and chase and pursue. This is Michael Jacob. Wexford have their tails up, but this time it goes to the left and wide. But one would have to say that the Wexford forward line seems to be causing problems for Kilkenny. Tomas Mahan's first touch just leaving him down. There was a chance here, but Kilkenny, in fairness to them, swamped the forward and the opportunity was lost. Fine catch by Declan Ruth. Getting it down the middle. Pete Barry, Tommy Walsh, stopped, fouled by Adrian Fenlon, who disputes the decision and as a result loses an extra 13 metres. Well, watch this for superb play by Declan Ruth. Magnificent catch. So another opportunity here for Henry Shefflin, going for his third point. Simple tap over the Ballyhale Shamrocks man. Damien Fitzhenry is deliberately trying to seek out a player. Every time he takes those puck outs, he's looking around to see who's making a run. And interestingly, Paul Carley and Barry Lambert are trying to stay in the middle and then out towards the sideline in the hope that Fitzhenry can find him. Brian Cody possibly a little bit concerned at the early performance, but still satisfied. John Conran in the opposition camp must be very happy so far. They're showing spirit, determination, and fine skill as Fenlon just sends this to the right and wide. James McGarry's puck out. Again aimed at John Hoyne. But so far this left flank seems to be well capable of dealing with any of these high dropping missiles. Michael Kavanagh. Breaking ball there for Rory McCarthy, didn't quite reach it. Derek Ling sending this across over far as Jimmy Colgan. Well won. Can he finish? Yes, he can. Good score. Played left half forward against Clare in the All-Ireland final 2 years ago. Playing his 4th championship season. Did very well here to win possession. Got away from the challenger and scored a good point. Wexford Kilkenny now level for the 4th time. And the 4th occasion coming after 23 minutes. Free to Kilkenny. Just inside their own 65-metre line. Referee just having some technical problems. I think the talkback and the walkie-talkie to the linesman is not working. You can see the earpiece is to be put back in. Referee is using the latest sophisticated equipment to make sure to be informed of what's happening. Now Barry Kelly is up and running and the free can be taken. Sean Dowling dropping this straight over Damien Fitzhenry's crossbar. Kilkenny go back in front, 8 points to 7. Again, you can see Damien Fitzhenry's tactics. Luckily enough, it works out because it seeks Tomas Mahan. Ball laid in front of Michael Jacobs. Barry Lambert here. Michael Kavanagh going down on the ball. The referee didn't like the challenge. Michael Kavanagh is disputing it. But the free is for Wexford.
Yeah, the Wexford forwards are playing well as a unit and they're trying to find each other with little balls breaking inside, and it's the only way they will beat the Kilkenny half-back line, because if Peter Barry starts catching high ball and Dowling, they will not stop them. So it's a good tactical decision and something that Conor has worked on.
Free by Barry Lambert. Sails over the crossbar for his 4th point. Five times they've been level. The 5th occurring after 23.5 minutes. This ball intercepted by Henry Shefflin. Look at Owen Quigley. He's opposite number 11. Nice skill by Shefflin. Still Shefflin. Nice stick work. Needs a little bit of support now. Back outside it comes to Tommy Walsh. Coming through. There's a chance here. Oh, brilliant block down. There was only one thing on Tommy Walsh's mind, and that was to rattle the back of the Wexford net. Good defending by Malachi Travers. Tries to get it out for Rory McCarthy. Good work by Martin Comerford, who had a few inches above Rory. This ball dropping in, and Damien Fitzhenry has to go for it. Again, an intelligent pass out into the centre where Owen Quigley is unmarked. Nice hurling by the centre half forward. Nice skill by Kilkenny in turn. Brian Hogan sending it back up towards Martin Comerford. Gets a hurley to it. Gathers the sliotar. The referee blows the whistle. The foul was by Doc O'Connor, and there's a free dead straight in front of the post for Kilkenny. Here was a chance for Tommy Walsh, coming straight through. An opportunity here for a goal, but what a fantastic block down by right half-back Rory McCarthy. Martin Comerford, captain of Kilkenny this year. Hard to believe that he never played for the Kilkenny Minors and only barely made the under-21 team. This is the foul by Doc O'Connor, no question. Henry Shefflin again. 3 points so far. This is his fourth. Well, this was supposed to be a cakewalk, wasn't it?
Yes, it was, and it's no cakewalk at the moment. But at the moment, you can see that Kilkenny are getting on top in most sectors of the field, and especially their half-forward line.
Kilkenny defence under pressure, and responding to that challenge is Noel Hickey. Nice, lovely skill again by Declan Root. Comes to Tomas Mahan. James McGarry thought about coming off his line, stays put wisely, I feel. Ball still in play. Rory Jacob. Crossfield ball is not a bad one for Owen Quigley. Sends this in, and it's an easy one for James McGarry. Wexford forwards would need to be sure that those are put over the bar, at least killed as quickly as possible. Chance here for Derek Ling, and that comes back off the post. Malachy Travers was alert. Good play by the cornerback. Line ball for Kilkenny, far side of the field. Quickly taken. Pat Tennyson just took a little bit too much out of it. Owen Quigley, Adrian Fenlon didn't quite connect first time. Henry Shefflin sweeps up. And the referee says there was a chop down, and it's going to be a free to Kilkenny. Adrian Fenlon there, 31 years of age. Suffered an awful lot last year with hamstring problems. You can still see he's nodding the head in disgust with the referee's decision. Henry Shefflin with the free. This one dropping right in. And again, Declan Root is performing admirably at centre half back. Pass by left half back John O'Connor, quite a poor one. Henry Shefflin, can he punish the error? No, he can't. Left and wide. Third wide. Only 3 wides for Kilkenny in the opening 29.5 minutes. Damien Fitzhenry, as we look at some statistical information, Kilkenny with 67% of the possession. Wexford 33. Not really reflected on the scoreboard. Kilkenny just leading by 1 point. Ball back outside for Martin Comerford. This one hits to the left and right. Half an hour gone here in Croke Park. Kilkenny leading by just 1 point. These teams level 5 times in the opening half. Damien Fitzhenry again looking for the run. Nobody available this time. Barry Lammert getting a touch. Seemed to rush his shot there, had the time. And on this particular occasion, there was nobody really making a diagonal run, Pete. There was no chance of a ball going in towards the corner.
There wasn't, Marty, in fairness, but it's a silly ball shooting on your weak side from 60 yards out and giving a puck out again down 70 yards. I see at the moment that Martin Comfort has gone to right half forward and John Hine has gone in at full forward. Rory McCarthy is causing problems for Kilkenny in the half back line, and they're trying to stop that with the straight to Comfort.
This is a testing ball. Damien Fitzhenry says to his corner back that it's yours. Doc O'Connor gets it out for his Declan Root. Skips by the challenge of Jimmy Coogan. Sweeping up right down the middle is Peter Barry. Derek Ling is available. John Hoyne in there around the house. Doc O'Connor with the help of Darragh Ryan. Good composure, good play by the fullback from St. Anne's. Waiting for the breaking ball. Pat Tennyson laying it off quickly. There's Henry Shefflin. And this one going well wide. Well, if it stays the way it's going at the moment, you'd have to say Wexford will be well pleased at half-time.
They will be well pleased, because they're playing into the most difficult goal to score. It's where the development's taking place and it's hard to find the post. Maybe that's the reason for that, so many wides. And Henry Shefflin has been well marshalled by Declan Ruth at the moment.
Once again, Kilkenny try to launch another attack, this time John Hoyne. Darragh Ryan was doing well on Martin Comerford, and Rory McCarthy was doing very well on John Hoyne, so the switch was almost anticipated. Once again, they'll try this right flank. Doc O'Connor knocks it down for Rory McCarthy, who's performing very well at left half back despite wearing number 5. Nice skill again by Tomas Mahan. Available for Kilkenny is the right half back Sean Dowling. John Hoyne and Darragh Ryan pulled on by Doc O'Connor. Adrian Fenlon is there but misses it first time. Referee says play on. Coming through the centre was Derek Ling, who leaves it behind him. Picking it up instead is the Wexford captain John O'Connor, who remember is one of 3 debutants this afternoon. Henry Shefflin looking around, trying to seek out a colleague. Doc O'Connor anticipating again. Ball is still there, somewhere in the middle of all that. That's going to be a throw ball, I'm sure. Referee Barry Kelly coming in. 1 minute of additional time here in Croke Park. We've only got a minute and a half of actual playing time. Declan Ruth got a touch to it, comes straight to Tommy Walsh. John O'Connor chases him, but prevents him from scoring. That's Walsh's 2nd point in this Leinster Championship semi-final. And Kilkenny now lead by 2 points. Lovely skill here again by Walsh, did well. He's causing a few problems. Good composure, great accuracy. Meanwhile, here comes Owen Quigley. Makes space and provides the finish. It's his very first point in this Leinster Championship campaign. Son of John Quigley, and of course nephew of present Wexford selector Martin Quigley. And only joined the panel about 12 weeks ago. So a point conceded by centre half-back Pete Barry, which is a great compliment to young Owen Quigley. Wexford have it again once more. Comes again to Quigley, inspired by that point, given a lot of space and floating this one in over the Kilkenny half-back line. Mitch Jordan. Difficult angle. He steadies, and it is a beauty! 3 points for Mitch Jordan in this opening half. And incredibly, Wexford and Kilkenny are level for the 6th time after 35 minutes of action. Well, well. Are all the experts wrong? Henry Shefflin. Fenlon chasing after him. Good cover by Wexford. It's still there. Adrian Fenlon, Darragh Ryan, Doc O'Connor. Take your choice, but at the moment it's Martin Comerford. Can he punish the sloppy defending? Yes, he can. Martin Comerford gets his first point. And like Wexford earlier in this opening 35 minutes, it means the full forward line have now all scored for Kilkenny. It's been a very, very interesting first half. Referee Barry Kelly calls a halt. 6 times Kilkenny and Wexford have been level. 6 times in a very, very entertaining opening half. And at the moment, Kilkenny go in at half-time, leading by the narrowest of margins. Kilkenny, 11 points. Wexford, 10 points. We look forward to a most interesting second half, and indeed it could be a very exciting second half. Well, down in Wexford during the week, they all spoke about 1976. Remember, 76. Kilkenny were going for 5 Leinster titles in a row. Wexford, who were struggling, beat them by 17 points. Can that performance be repeated? Here comes Kilkenny. And Jimmy Coogan getting away. They cannot concede a goal, as Gerald Mann and Michael Dyken were saying. If they were to have any chance of winning this Leinster semi-final, they managed to recover ground there. And this is going to be, I feel, a throw ball. That's exactly what it is. Some hard pulling. The break, however, favours Kilkenny. Chance of a goal! 39 seconds. Eddie Brennan gets at the end of that throw ball and rattles the back of the Wexford net. Coming straight through, Damien Fitzhenry hadn't a hope. The very thing that our analysts were talking about at half-time has happened, and now Wexford's character is going to be tested. Pete Finnerty and myself were talking here at the break, and we were remembering last year's All-Ireland semi-final against Tipperary, Pete. Kilkenny looked to be in trouble, and then they come out and just seemed to blister Tipperary with scores.
This Kilkenny side, it does most of its hurling in the second half, and again, a lapse in concentration there in the first minute of the game. Wexford still in the dressing room, Kilkenny on the field 2 minutes beforehand, and Eddie Brennan back at the net, hadn't done anything all day.
Referee has blown his whistle. And now he's returned to the linesman. Obviously, that Kilkenny man had gone out over the sideline, so it's going to be a ball for Wexford. Going to be taken by Adrian Fenlon at the far side. Has been cutting these in very well. And this one has finally found the target. Third time lucky for Adrian Fenlon. Wonderful skill. Dead ball, and manages to cut it straight over. This is the reverse angle. Just watch this for pure skill. Right over James McGarry's crossbar. Tomas Maher. Cut out, however, by Sean Dowling. And towards Jimmy Coogan. Doc O'Connor marking him in this second half. Switching from left to right cornerback. Throw ball again. Doc O'Connor. Easy ball, however, for JJ Delaney, who's discarded his helmet. Chance here for Martin Comerford. That one is well off target. 6 wides for Kilkenny in this Leinster Championship semi-final. Deliberate strategy by Wexford is obviously not to pump the ball out down the middle. They continue with the process, spreading it out to the wings. This time, however, it's a sideline ball for Kilkenny. Sean Dowling going to take it. Dara Ryan wins himself possession. It's going to be a Kilkenny ball. Tommy Walsh to take this. Scored 3 points last year. He already has 2 this year. As Kilkenny have opportunities and options, but Henry Shefflin looked around for too long. Rory McCarthy loses possession. Henry Shefflin did all the hard work. John Hoyne takes the score. That means all 6 Kilkenny forwards have now scored in this Leinster semi-final. Interesting change by Kilkenny and Brian Cody. Henry Shefflin is now playing at right half forward. John Hoyne is in the centre. This is an opportunity for Paul Carley. James McGarry spots it all the way. Under a little bit of pressure from Michael Jacob. Again, plenty of defenders. One of them is Derek Ling, the midfielder. Fabulous catch by Tommy Walsh. But the referee claims that Tommy fouled Adrian Fenlon. I'd question that decision, I must say myself, Pete.
Yes, so would I, Marty. It was Tommy's momentum that carried him through here. There was no foul there. He couldn't prevent what happened there. Poor decision.
Declan Root hits this with conviction, and James McGarry again. Managers lose their cool when they see players drop slithers and indeed footballs as well into opposing goalkeepers, because it gives their opposition the initiative.
Yeah, no too many times Kilkenny have done that. They haven't done it yet today, whereas Wexford have done it 5 or 6 times, and it means a clearance of 70 yards or so, and it's punishing on defenders again to have to face the ball after driving that distance.
27,037 here in Croke Park for this Leinster semi-final. Oh, beautiful cut again by Fenlon, but again it goes straight into James McGarry. Easy meat for a keeper of the quality of James McGarry. Looks like this could be another one. There's a touch! And Wexford are back in business. Rory Jacob the score. It looked like Adrian Fenlon's sideline was going to go straight to James McGarry again. Just watch this again, or rather a drop in, and just a magical little touch by Rory Jacob. Wonderful cross, dropping in, and just the slightest of flicks, and Wexford are putting it up to the All-Ireland champions. A huge psychological boost for the Slaney-siders. John O'Connor, the captain from the famous club of Rathnewer, under pressure from big Henry Shefflin. Still O'Connor battles, leaves it behind him. But Wexford retain possession. Nice skill. They're coming now, looking for more scores. Owen Quigley, scorer of a point in the first half. James McGarry has to come off his line. This is something he'd do an awful lot of training with, because of course his coach is Noel Skehan. Fabulous catch. But it's Kilkenny that come away with it. Pat Tennyson dropping this in towards Martin Comerford. Eddie Brennan, 2 Wexford men on the deck, but the most important man with the ball is Doc O'Connor. Referee has blown his whistle for a foul on O'Connor, and it's a free out. That's the 8th free of the game for Wexford. 1 point between the teams.
Yeah, it's really livened up, Marty. The crowd are getting behind Wexford now, and that's exactly the tonic they needed to get back into this game, that goal.
Ball dropping down in towards the full forward line again. This is Michael Jacob, and that's over the bar. Statistical information coming through as well. 50% possession for Kilkenny, 50% for Wexford. The sides are level at headquarters. Level for the 7th time, and that after 8 minutes of play in the second half. Just over 30 seconds gone in the second half, Eddie Brennan had a goal. It tested the character of Wexford, and these young, spirited men from Slaney side are showing tremendous character. That shot by Owen Quigley just going to the right and wide.
Owen Quigley has Peter Barry in a bit of spot bother there in 40 yards from the Kilkenny goal, and we didn't see Peter last year in trouble like that.
James McGarry with the puck out. Goes for the direct route, aimed at Hoyne or indeed Shefflin. It comes back into the Kilkenny half of the field. Nice pickup by Rory Jacob. Boosted by that wonderful goal. Nice stick work. Can this be lobbed over the keeper's head or indeed over the bar? Not when you have a player like James McGarry between the posts. Rory McCarthy with Henry Shefflin. Moved out there to try and prevent from more and more attacks being generated from that side of the Wexford defence. Pete Barry sending it straight down towards Tommy Walsh. Adrian Fenlon. This is Walsh. Out far is Derek Lay. Trying to make an angle for himself. A little bit of space. This one has the altitude, but it doesn't have the accuracy. Well, they certainly felt, indeed all over the country, that It was whoever could stop Kilkenny, that was going to be the big test, and a lot of hurling people were very interested to see how Wexford would do today. Difficult angle, but Kilkenny find themselves trailing. Wexford 113, Kilkenny 112. Maybe indeed John Conlon was right. You should remember 1976. That time Kilkenny were going for 5 in a row. Today they're going for 7 in a row. And at the moment, Kilkenny are in trouble. These young lions from Wexford are coming looking for more. Noel Hickey being troubled by Michael Jacob, surprisingly. Batted down again, not allowing Kilkenny to get that slither into their hands. Here comes Mitch Jordan, being tackled by JJ Delaney. Kilkenny, this time the masters. Down towards corner forward, Jimmy Coogan. Given a little bit of space, but this time it's gone to the right and wide. You'd have to say, I know it's early days, Pete, but you have to say that Kilkenny just look a little bit unsettled.
You mentioned it at half-time that they look like league form with Kilkenny. Their touch isn't there. They don't seem to be as accurate as they are. But what Wexford are doing well is they're putting pressure on the man taking the shot. And if you do that, you'll win edge him and he'll miss.
Tommy Walsh operating around midfield now. Trying to get the slither back. Sean Dowling pulling it first time. Testing ball as Shefflin has gone into full forward. Henry Shefflin bearing down and goal! And Fitzhenry gets the touch. The umpires are unsure, but now they've decided that it is a 65. Fitzhenry says he didn't touch it, I think. And let's just see this again, Pete.
Yeah, I think Damien got a touch on it all right. He's claiming that it's gone straight wide, but I think he got a touch on it. Don't quite see it from that, but I think he parried it wide. He should be claiming a great save.
He certainly should. We'll give him the credit, because certainly from here it looked like the direction of the slither seemed to change. Let's just see this again. Shefflin bearing down on Fitzhenry's goal. Yes, yeah, he did get a touch.
Most definitely.
Great save by Damien Fitzhenry. And it's Kilkenny's first 65 of the match. Sean Dowling going to take this. Hits it well, but again it's gone wide. Kilkenny have now 9 wides.
If anything, it's more difficult to score into those goals, Mark, because you're scoring into an atmosphere where there's only a building site behind you, and there's more of an atmosphere into the goal that Wexford are playing into.
Remember, Kilkenny, of course, didn't make the second phase of the National Hurling League. They've lost the first 2 league games to Waterford and Galway, but won the remaining 6 games. Henry Shefflin, team to have fouled Darragh Ryan. Henry is continuing, but it's all going to be called back. Free to Darragh Ryan. Henry disagrees with match official Barry Kelly. Pushing is the clear indication. Barry Lambert is down injured. And remember, Barry came into this game with a serious shoulder problem. As we watch this again, this is the incident again. And obviously, Barry picking up an injury in that sequence of play. Same club as Rory McCarthy, St. Martin's, Pearstown. And the man that's warming up for Kilkenny, the great DJ Carey. And also coming in for Wexford, by the way, is Larry Murphy. He made a huge impact last year when introduced. He's had a groin problem over the last couple of weeks, but Larry Murphy is in. And DJ Carey continues to warm up. Well blocked down by John O'Connor. Good skill by Derek Lane. Doc O'Connor, the only Wexford defender. Kilkenny, however, they're in numbers. One of them is their captain, Martin Comerford. To Jimmy Coogan. Didn't quite connect properly, but this is danger. Shefflin on the turn. Oh, what a magnificent save. Oh. Once again, Fitzhenry involved. Certainly initially it looks like it It actually could have hit the upright, but it looked as if Fitzhenry got a touch. Kilkenny keep the pressure on. Good calling by John Hoyne. Jimmy Coogan, pass was terrible. Clear down the field. Rory Jacob operating now almost as a third midfielder at the moment. Sean Dowling back into the middle. Available as Fenlon for the breaking ball. Doesn't favour him. Owen Quigley. His intention was to lay it off to Adrian Fenlon. Fenlon gets the pull in. Larry Murphy possibly being pulled back by Peter Barry, but there to clear it for the All-Ireland champions, JJ Delaney. Tommy Walsh flicking it inside. Nice pull by John Hoyne. Over towards Eddie Brennan. Oh, great defending. Great defending. Comes again, Malachy Travers getting the credit. And the referee has blown the whistle, so a throw ball results. Let's just see this again. Malachy Travers, great skill.
Yeah, he stands his ground, blocks Eddie Brennan. And he's kept Eddie very quiet all day, but the danger man at the moment is Henry Shefflin. 3 balls has dropped inside the 21, and Henry has got onto the 3 of them, and his intention is quite clear. He wants a goal for Kilkenny. Darragh Ryan will have to mark closer and not come out in front of him like he's given him the leeway inside.
So let's just see this again. This was a chance by Shefflin. Steadied himself here. Hit it, and it actually came back off the post. Very, very close. As Malachy Travers seems to have recovered. Wexford thinking about introducing Paul Codd as well. John Conran making some alterations as we go back to the action. Sideline ball, Kilkenny. Sean Dowling going to take this. Hits it well. Henry Shefflin, nice skill. Darragh Ryan has lost his hurley. Shefflin dropping this in, and it's an easy ball again for Damien Fitzhenry, who lashes it down towards Larry Murphy, perhaps, underneath it. Pete Barry to Pat Tennyson. Darragh Ryan has gathered his hurley and is back there. Superb defending by the fullback. Rory McCarthy trying to get away from big Martin Comerford. Referee gives the left half back the free. A chance for Wexford to cool matters down. 10th free of the game for Wexford. Adrian Fenlon was waiting for it and calling for it, but Barry Kelly has said no. That's the referee, because Darragh Ryan seems to have a problem, and the referee has halted play so the fullback can get some medical attention. Darragh Ryan had knee cruciate surgery last September, 12 months, and it's great to see him back in the action. He seems to have picked up an eye injury there. And his performance is always superb, as Brian Cody thinks about perhaps other changes with Johnny Walsh and Noel Skehan.
Yeah, it might be a little tactic too by Darragh. A lot of balls going in there at the moment, and he's extremely busy. He's an older man than Henry Shefflin. He might be just getting a little breather to break the momentum.
Larry Murphy and Pete Barry. Rory Jacobs setting up Larry Murphy beautifully. The cross is not bad, but it's not good enough. Wexford still lead by 1 point. 16 minutes left in Croke Park. James McGarry tries this side of the field. John O'Connor, Adrian Fenlon is there for Wexford. This is O'Connor getting a touch. Picked up by John Hoyne. Rory McCarthy comes across, survives 2 challenges. Nice hurling. Sent back down by Sean Dowling. There's Tommy Walsh. Bit unlucky. Sideline ball for Wexford. And Adrian Finland will calmly come over to take this sideline ball. Meanwhile, Brian Cody continues to warm up his substitutes. And the number 21 there is, of course, DJ Carey. Finland puts it into the space. Good play by Sean Dowling to get there first. Tommy Walsh needs the support of Pat Tennyson, who's right beside him. Good control. Good ball as well in towards Darragh Ryan, who's doing well on Big Henry Shefflin. Inspirational play by the fullback. Sent quickly down from Declan Root. James McGarry has to come off his line. Martin Comerford is over there. Rory McCarthy about to arrive. Manages to get there. Just barely kept in by Owen Quigley. A race for Rory Jacob and Michael Kavanagh. Wexford retain possession. Over towards Paul Carlin. Added to, intercepted by Adrian Finland. Puts it into the space. Michael Jacob doing very well. And fouled. Well, Michael Jacob has a great hurling tradition. His father, Mick Jacob, of course, was Wexford's first All-Star in 1972. And left half back Brian Hogan could well see himself being shown a yellow card here. Yes, it is. Confirmation. First yellow card of the afternoon. But the substitution has taken place, and the cheer in the background was the fact that Jimmy Coogan has been substituted, and the man that's on is the one and only DJ Carey. An acknowledgement as well, Pete, that Kilkenny are in a little bit of trouble here.
They are in a bit of trouble. They're searching for leaders. They're not on the field. Peter Barry isn't dictating as he usually is. Noel Hickey is in trouble at full-back, as we saw against Michael Jordan. Henry is doing well at centre forward, and Tommy Welsh on the wing. But other than that, we don't see many men that hold 2 All-Ireland medals.
Paul Codd is introduced as a blood substitute as we watch this sailing over the bar. Paul Carling, former sub-goalkeeper, now first choice left half forward. Wexford now lead by 2 points. Breaking ball, and it's there again for Kilkenny. Pat Tennyson, Larry Murphy chasing after him, Darragh Ryan, or rather Adrian Finland getting a touch. 2 Kilkenny players over here trying to keep Paul Carley from gaining possession. Good work by Derek Ling. Can't go through there, and certainly the spirit of Kilkenny reflected there in Derek Ling. He was fouled, and it's going to be a free for the champions. Tim Mullally is the player that's running up and down the sideline there, warming up. So certainly an acknowledgement, further acknowledgement that Kilkenny are in trouble here. Henry Shefflin scored 4 points. This one is dropping in, and Damien Fitzhenry satisfied enough to deflect it over the bar. Heading for the 60th minute of this Leinster Championship semi-final. The script said Kilkenny all the way. If Wexford put up a good show, well then, well done Wexford. But at this moment in time, they're leading by 1 point. Michael Jacob is back on, and Paul Codd, blood substitute, goes back to the bench. Action areas, Wexford half 23% around the centre, 49, 28% being played in the Kilkenny quarter. Here's a chance here, and Kavanagh was happy to concede a 65. and it's the first 65 of this game for Wexford. Coming out to take this, it looks like Paul Carley is going to be taking it. Doc O'Connor seems to have an injury picked up here. Played fullback against Offaly in last year's championship and made his championship debut 3 years ago against Limerick. Now firmly established as one of the best defenders in the game. Paul Carley is getting some attention there, and he's going to take this 65. Score of a point in this game. This one is dropping to the right and wide. All chances when you're playing the top team in the country should be taken.
You have to take those chances when you have Kilkenny on the racks. Every opportunity will count at the end of the day, and if you keep them under pressure going into the last 10 minutes or so, they may panic and you may get over the line, but you have to take scores like that.
9 minutes left in Croke Park. Nice interception, lovely scale by Derek Lake. Owen Quigley backing with Pat Tennyson. Henry Shefflin is now back on the 40 again as Kilkenny try and change their team around. This is it dropping over the crossbar with the help of Damien Fitzhenry. Sean Dowling the score. One from play, one from a free. He's doing well. The right half back. Nice skill, good balance, good stick work. And they're level after 26 and a half minutes into the second half, level for the 8th time. And coming on now is Paul Codd. And immediately Paul is on, and the referee is giving a free, I think, to Kilkenny. It looks like Paul, or rather Tomas Mahan is the player that's gone off. It is, and Paul Codd is on. Taking up his position at left half forward. And Paul Codd will be very, very anxious to make an impression here, not alone for his county, but indeed in his manager, because he was bitterly disappointed, I believe, for not starting. Pat Tennyson being chased by Codd. Still Tennyson, nice stick work, look at that, beautiful scale. Getting it inside for Henry Shefflin, being chased by Adrian Fenlon. John Hoyne is there in support. Looking around for options. Unmarked in the middle, chance here. DJ Carey is there, back outside. There's a chance for Brennan, and Wexford on their nerves and on their knees get the ball out. Comes to Rory McCarthy, a long relieving ball up into the Wexford half of the field. Pete Barry about to be challenged by Larry Murphy. Gets around the big man from Cloball to Michael Kavanagh. Trying to find Henry Shefflin, and McCarthy again gets a touch. Paul Codd, line ball, Kilkenny. This was so close. They were trying to feed DJ Carey. Look at the stick work back outside, had the vision, and literally on his knees, Wexford cleared. Brian Cody, very concerned, very worried. This performance reflects indeed the performances I saw Kilkenny give during the league. You always expect them to up a gear, but certainly Wexford have performed admirably here. Can they perform enough to achieve a historic victory and deprive Kilkenny the opportunity of a 7th Leinster Championship title in a row? This is Owen Quigley. This is Tommy Walsh. And this is fabulous hurling. Lovely rob. Martin Comerford. Looks good. It is good. Wexford have possession, Pete.
They have. That's the difference. Quigley should have let that ball go. We saw Tommy Walsh follow him back down the field, dispossess him, tap it up to Comerford and over the bar from 70 yards. Really, he should have let the ball low into his forward line and hoped to get a break inside. Kilkenny
introduce Aidan Fogarty, the Emeralds club. his second championship season. John Hoyne is the man that's gone off. Normally, Aidan Fogarty operates as a corner forward. As we look at Henry Shefflin, this is substitution confirmed. John Hoyne off, Aidan Fogarty on. Henry Shefflin is okay, goes back in at centre half forward. He's done a bit of a tour. They've tried him at wing forward, they've tried him at full forward in an effort to try and break down a very determined, resolute Wexford defence. Doc O'Connor without the white helmet. Gives it into the centre to Declan Root. Changes the direction over to the far side. Here comes Paul Cobb, scorer of 2 goals and 31 points in last year's championship. That was in 5 championship matches. Picked up a chest muscle injury and is now, after earning his county a free. This is Paul Cobb coming through here. Kavanagh, high challenge. No question about the decision of the referee being correct. 4 minutes left in Croke Park. Kilkenny now in front by just 1 point. This one is sailing over the bar. Paul Carley gets his second point. And Kilkenny and Wexford are level for the 9th time. An intriguing contest. A very tense contest at this moment in time. Possession now crucial. And here's DJ. Darragh Ryan. 2 Wexford players around him. And DJ is guilty of overcarrying, according to the match referee. And DJ is not anxious to give the ball back to Darragh Ryan. And Barry Kelly, now the referee from Mullingar, asserts his authority. Let's just see this again, Pete.
Yeah, correct decision by Barry Kelly. DJ took too many steps at the ball, and in the past he probably might get away with that, but Barry's ruling is the letter of the law.
Darragh Ryan is down injured, so there's going to be further delay. And he's requiring a little bit of attention. Dickie Murphy, one of the Wexford selectors, of course, refereed 4 All-Ireland finals. And Barry Kelly is satisfied enough that Darragh requires medical attention, that he's going to hold play. But you have to say, Pete, that this has been a very, very good performance by Wexford. Excellent
performance by Wexford. None of us expected this from them. They came with a totally different game plan to we've been seen in the past. There's no hustle and bustle and swiping and swinging and hitting. It's a direct game. It's played to the wings. They've created opportunities in front of goals and they've taken them. Every one of their forwards have scored today. And Paul Codd now is a good introduction at the moment because he's a cool head and he might be the one to get 1 or 2 points they need to get over the line.
Darragh Ryan goes off. And in comes Colm Keogh from halfway house Bunclody. Cornerback last year, now playing in his 9th championship season. Getting it off one of the Kilkenny defenders, Mitch Jordan. Derek Ling is back there. 2 extra minutes to be played. Declan Root under pressure. Has to go back towards Damien Fitzhenry. Gets his clearance in. Can Adrian Fenlon make it before the sideline? He can't. Are we heading towards a replay? Or is there a winner here somewhere in Croke Park? Has somebody got the leadership qualities? Has somebody got the character to grasp this particular match and ensure victory for either Kilkenny or Wexford?
That's exactly what it's going to take, Marty. It's whoever has the leadership quality, whoever's going to grasp this game and take it by the scruff of the neck and win it. At the moment, Wexford have the momentum. If they can get somebody like Paul Codd or Adrian Fenlon now to finish the last 4 minutes strong.
Sean Dowling with this sideline cut. Wexford should have this situation under control as Declan Root finds himself in trouble here. Referee is going to give another throw ball. And they go out to the 20-metre line. Just about a minute and a half left now in actual playing time. Remember, the 4th official has indicated an extra 2 minutes. Look where Paul Codd is. Tries to get it out somewhere. Rory McCarthy, lovely striker of the ball. This time, his strike results in going over the sideline. Line ball for Kilkenny. The hurling world awaits. Are the Leinster and All-Ireland champions about to fall? Tommy Walsh sending it across the far side. First out is Malachy Travers. Down towards Rory Jacob. It runs on. Larry Murphy, can he make the head of Noel Hickey? Hickey gets the touch and gets the clearance. That's going to be a sideline ball for Kilkenny. 1:15 Wexford, 1:15 Kilkenny. We're now into injury time here at headquarters, as Wexford supporters say it's the pride of the jersey. Passions aroused in Croke Park. Sean Dowling with this sideline cut. Much better one. Drops it right in. Declan Road leaves it behind him. Shefflin and Fitzhenry saves. And again, DJ! And it's over the bar. And who better to be in the right position at the right time but the one and only DJ Carey.
Yeah,
Fitzhenry saved brilliantly here.
Yeah, Henry didn't get a proper connection in, but Henry got a great save. But look at DJ here again. Chips the ball up, doesn't bother to catch it, taps it over the bar.
Now Wexford seek an equaliser. David Doc O'Connor. 71 minutes, 47 seconds played. Line ball Wexford.
Wexford deserve an equaliser at this stage. They have played the better hurling today. They have been the more creative. With the amount of talent they had on the bench, they've used it betterly, and if there is justice in the game, they deserve a second chance at this.
Malachy Travers takes the sideline as John Conran looks on. As do the Wexford followers. Adrian Fenlon gets well underneath it. Larry Murphy is there. 3 Kilkenny defenders. And they have possession. Owen Quigley earns his county a sideline ball. Adrian Fenlon will take it. Remember, he scored from a sideline earlier in this match as we head towards the 3rd minute of injury time. The referee is clubman from Enniscorthy to take this sideline cut. The way he's placing it, I think he's intending to try and put this straight over the crossbar rather than just lobbing it in. Let's see. Hits it well, it's dropping all the way in. A superb effort by Adrian Fenlon. Wexford have a win. Oh, what a dramatic finish. Wexford rejoice. James McGarry takes the puck out, but Wexford have deprived Kilkenny in the very last puck of the match. The cup of joy is overflowing down on the banks of Slaney side. They cannot believe it. What a way to beat the All-Ireland champions. Their Leinster Championship crown is gone. Wexford are in the Leinster final. The celebrations will continue for at least a week. This is worth an All-Ireland to Wexford.
It is, and it's worth an All-Ireland to the rest of the hurling counties as well. Here we go, here comes the goal, dropping in, long ball from Adrian Fenlon, went from the point. Great block down by Michael Jacob. And what guts to have to go for the goal in that situation. And that's the belief to have. It's absolutely brilliant for Wexford hurling. It's brilliant for hurling in general. No discredit to Kilkenny. They've been magnificent champions, winning 6 in a row. But a monopoly on anything is not good. It's brilliant for hurling.
Well, we talked about leadership, and the leadership was provided by Michael Jacob, scoring a cracking goal that sends Kilkenny out of the Leinster Championship at the semi-final stage. They spoke to me in Wexford during the week. Remember 76. Here comes 2004, and Wexford, in definitely the shock of the championship so far, have knocked Kilkenny out of Leinster.